Hey y'all, welcome back, it's Blendverse here, and today I brought Jurassic World Chaos Theory Epic Evolution Gallimimus from Mattel. So this is the small figure. Well, honestly, not that small as well, honestly. But yeah, these kind of figures where they previously, a non-Chaos Theory line had, another dinosaurs such as Dilophosaurus and kind of things, but this is the Chaos Theory line. It was in the store, so I just decided to pick it up. And yeah, let's have a look into the packaging first. So the front of the packaging looks nice and neat. You see Netflix and Mattel logo, nice Jurassic World Chaos Theory over here with the logo. A nice background as well. You can see the roadway and things. And I did apparently remove the rubber band straps over here at the both sides, the front and back of the figure. The good thing is, right before I take this guy out of the box, the strap no longer, gives much pressure to the mold to the figure itself, since the plastic tray that's holding the figures popped out a lot. It's popped out more than how much the tail is sucked inside the tray, so it doesn't ruin the mold anything. In case it makes any scuffs and marks for the new figure, that is truly appreciated. And you see Gallimimus name over here. At the back side of the box, you see Velociraptor and Apatosaurus, which I'm gonna review later on. And yeah, feel free to pause the video right now to read the things behind the box. Now we have this amazing Gallimimus outside of the box, and yeah, apparently mine has a little bit trouble of balancing, side to side. Yeah, the joints are really stiff on the leg. I can't just find the exact right spot to, balance this guy properly. The joints are really stiff. But yeah, anyways, let's have a look into the detail. So, we have really nice head sculpt, right? It's really small. This has to be one of the smallest head sculpt for any other dinosaurs that I currently have, out of all the figures I have. And yeah, you see nicely painted pupils and all. This eye is facing forward, but the other side is not. So when you look at it from the front, do you see the pupil on its right side of the eye over here? Yes, looks like goofy turkey, but I don't mind it. It still is an amazing figure. So yeah, I know we're gonna talk about this during the articulation too, but considering how really small the head sculpt is, it surprisingly has the jaw articulation. So you have really nice teeth up and down of the jaw. You have a red tongue, but nothing painted red on top of the so that's kind of unfortunate, but it's fine. You get decent texturing all over the plastic actually, so that's kind of cool. And you get really nice black, not black, a red wash on top of the head, all the way to the nose. And yeah, and you get nice dark brownish color, fading into the dark yellowish color all over its body, with some nicely painted black dots. Like that, you see a bunch of black dots all over its body. Mattel does this quite regularly, so I don't really mind it, but the thing is that it's absolutely random, so if the pattern of these, or wherever these dots are placed for your figure, if it's differently placed than my personal copy of the figure, you do not have to worry. It's definitely random all the time. And yeah, you get a nice white color at the bottom of the neck all the way to the back side of the body, not the tail though. You get nice Jurassic World Chaos Theory logo over here. And yeah, one thing I find quite interesting is the seam line at the bottom of the stomach, because it's really huge. I mean, they could have done slightly better than this, right? But I mean, it's a small figure, it's definitely understandable. I don't expect too much things for these small figures. And yeah, they have really nicely sculpted arm, and apparently not painted claws, same for the toe. And but yeah, you get nice wrinkles and all those textures for the skin all the way to the tail. Now let's have a look into the articulation. So as we aforementioned, we have impressive jaw articulation, goes all the way down that much. The neck is kind of stiff, but it goes up about that much, maybe more. And it goes all the way to the bottom that much. But I'm just afraid of, ruining the details or making any paint scuffs by moving these stiff joints on mine too much. So I'm trying to not to articulate it that much. And both arm goes 360 actually, so that's kind of good. And it's extremely stiff. Again, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like stiff joints when you buy new figures, but not too stiff like this guy. The leg has to be the most stiffest, if that's even a word, part for my figure. Yes, it surely does go 360, but yeah, you can make it look like it's running. It's much better for the other side of the leg, it's not that stiff. And the tail obviously moves side to side 360, and I find it interesting they have this, what do you call it, serial number or the number of the figure, not at the bottom of the tail, it is actually at the side of the tail exposed. They usually try to hide it from the figure and place it under the tail, right? But yeah, I find it really interesting they placed it at the side. And yes, we do have the scan code so that you can add it to your app collection. Let's just make the focus look much better. Yes, feel free to pause the video and add this amazing Gallimimus to your collection. Now, for conclusion, this has to be one of the best Gallimimus figure from Jurassic World line out there from Mattel. And yeah, I mean, I still wish the leg was slightly smaller, because the feet looks quite too big compared to its body, but that's just my taste for this figure. Yeah, but I do highly recommend it, and it's extremely impressive how they managed to make the jaw articulation for this small figure. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll come back with another review.